Bears fans, it's the first time we're celebrating a Chicago Bears victory.
We were wrong, and happily
We
so.
we were dead wrong, Rick. Eat it, like I said. The Bears were going to win. They won in convincing fashion. Excuse me. I was expecting a very stressful game, but
Yep.
31-14, Rick. Initial thoughts. What do you got, bud?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go off the basis of the things that I said would happen. I was way wrong on the back and forth. I was way wrong on losing the last minute. I was a little bit right about the intensity because there was a lot of scuffles. There weren't penalties though, which I'm happy to see. I was wrong on that. I really thought the Bears would commit a lot of penalties because they would be trying to show intensity instead of actually doing intensity. And they did it. And it was awesome. I mean, people were literally, I could hear them in the stands watching on TV cheering the fact that they were hitting hard. I mean, Byard's hits, right? I mean, Dak Prescott I mean, that was near the end, but still, it was the intensity was there. That much I predicted. I also predicted that a third receiver would do well. I picked 14. Wrong. It was 11. But still, the idea was still there that they would be doubling and doing say Moore was more used as a running back and a almost decoy. And actually, he did try to hit Rome a few times and was a little inaccurate with him. But 11 had a big day.
You're wrong on the prediction and wrong on the jersey number. Luther Burden III wears number 10, but that's okay. We'll forgive you for that one. But no, Roma Dunze even had that wide open first touchdown where it was like, okay, but this is what we saw. We saw like, okay, cool. This is the first drive. We're good. This is how they always do. And then they just kept going, kept chugging along, and they ate the Dallas Cowboys up. They bombasted them 31-14, the exact opposite thing of what happened last week. And the Chicago Bears, Ben Johnson gets his first ever victory with the Chicago Bears as head coach. And what does he do to celebrate? Well, not much. He just walks over to the center of the field, shakes the guy's hand. It's like he's expecting victories, and this is something that's really, really cool to watch.
Good.
Right.
That's what I have to say with that is good. And it was fun to watch plays I haven't seen the Bears run in years or almost ever.
Right, right. Welcome into the Bears Brothers podcast. We got a bunch of people in here right now. Like the live, subscribe to the channel. This is Rick. I'm Eric. We're here to celebrate a Chicago Bears victory, 31-14. And oh goodness, was I surprised by the takeaway of just how lopsided this victory was. Yes, the Bears have some work to do on the defensive line in terms of stopping the run. Yes, CeeDee Lamb got injured in the first quarter, but I don't care. Rick doesn't care. We won, mother effers. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean that's one thing I'm never gonna be a prognosticator about. I'm like, I bet CeeDee Lamb goes in the first quarter because I don't want to beat a team because their number one guy goes out. I want to beat a team because we beat a team, and I don't want to see anyone get injured. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. And unfortunately, that happened for Dallas today. And maybe that was why they won or lost, but it seemed like there was much more of a team effort than that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, could it be a different thing? Blah, blah, blah. You want to face them. But at the same time, we were missing a bunch of players on defense as well. And we were doing really, really well throughout the entire game. It was a domination right there. It was flat out like no stress. There's a little bit going on in the first half, but in the second half, the Bears pulled away and we were able to just sit back, relax. My wife, my son, and I had dinner. We were just like, yeah, this game's in the bag. This is great. My wife looks up and goes, wait, what's going on? Why are we so relaxed? It was quite weird, but really, really fun to see. Rick, I gotta say, defense, I know we scored 31 points, but the defense played a heck of a game here. We have to, since both sides of the ball played really, really well. Who is your MVP for the Bears defense, Rick? Who do you got?
I mean, obviously, well, so I should say obviously. I think there are two players that could almost vie for it as a tie, and that's Edmonds and Stevenson.
Mm.
Edmonds, I mean, that interception he made was astounding. That play Stevenson made at the beginning of the game, where he stripped the running back right on the sideline, just ripped the ball out of his hand and kept it in there. I mean, that was a turning point in the opening quarter. Dallas was moving the ball, they're moving the ball, and the Bears took it and went right back and scored a touchdown after that. And Edmonds, I mean, especially with the way that the linebacker core has been decimated, and 44 had a big game too. And he didn't have a big game in the stat line in terms of interceptions or fumbles, but that dude was all over the field. That dude was either making a tackle or stopping people in the back and letting someone else finish it up. That's he really stepped up. 44 is my next to kin, and 29 Stevenson's my next to kin, but 49 Edmonds, he did it.
Yeah, Edmonds had a great game. He had 15 total tackles, 9 solo tackles,
And two
2
interceptions.
interceptions. This is why we got him. This is why
Yeah, from
Edmonds
Buffalo, right?
is right, exactly. He was a long player, got a bunch of interceptions, and then when he actually went out because he was actually being fear of being injured, Sewell, number 44, the guy that you're touting right now, came out. He had 9 total tackles, was able to direct a bunch of people that had no idea where they were because they didn't play a whole heck of a lot. And then Stevenson, I think that Stevenson set the bar right there where he was able to get that fumble in the first quarter on their first drive. Looked like Dallas was going to run the ball into the end zone nice and easy, but he had that one fumble. He had a bunch of big hits. He was playing absolutely lights out. Stevenson really needed to step up, and he did in a big way, Rick. Big, big
Yeah, he
way.
did. And even 44, like I said, even when he didn't make the tackle, he was the first guy in. He set the tone for, he set the edge. He made it so that they had to run around him. So someone else made the tackle. 44 had a big day today.
Yes, he really, really did. And I was really, really impressed. Montez Sweat got a sack. He
Yeah.
shows up and gets a sack. Dom Rom gets a sack. There's a bunch of people going out there who, again, it's say what you want against Dak Prescott. He has these bad games every once in a while, but against the batter team, Dak Prescott should have been licking his chops, going, man, am I going to play great? He was at one point 22 of 25, but only 136 yards. That says that he was confused by Dennis Allen's defensive play calling. He was taking the check downs. He
Yep.
wasn't able to go downfield, which is
Nope.
really, really big. And it's something that always plagues the Bears defense. Dennis
Nope.
Allen, what a great game plan that he had, huh, Rick?
Oh, I agree. I mean, finally, we got some pressure on the quarterback. I know it was late when the Bears were up, but they were doing it. And also, like I said, they were playing a bend, don't break. The Bears, the last two games, have played a break and break kind of defense. Like they were just getting scored on left and right. Teams were going down the field when they needed to, or making a big play when they needed to. But I mean, I think Cowboys only had one play over 20 or 30 yards all day. Am I right on that? Maybe two plays?
What was the question again?
Did they only have like maybe two plays over 30 yards or one play, something like
And
that?
one was in the fourth quarter
Well,
where it really,
exactly.
really
Yeah. I
didn't
mean,
matter. It
yeah.
was all good.
The tight
Uh,
end had 11 catches for what, 80 yards?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. So it's basically like a running back running down the field. It wasn't really anything super impressive. And listen, the Bears start 0-2. They have lost. What did I say the other before? They lost like 14 out of 15 games. And I don't care if the like right now I'm on cloud nine because the team that we really, really love won and won in convincing fashion. So you can still say the Bears suck, and that's totally cool. Getting a
Yeah.
couple comments in the chat right now. I don't care right now. I'm
Well,
sitting back.
they lost
I'm
two in a
enjoying it.
row before they beat the Packers at the end of the year, and they lost the first two this year. So that's 12 of 14. They lost 12 of 13 before today. Am I
And
right
what
on that?
cool? Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Who cares? The Bears
Yeah.
won. The
I
Bears
mean,
won.
we get to do this. Let us
Yeah.
celebrate.
We don't get to smile out of happiness. We usually smile out of misery just because it's the only thing that we can do. We are live right now on YouTube Live. We're also live on the Bears Brothers podcast over on TikTok. So if you're there, if you want to see both Rick and I right now, go over to YouTube Live. But we are celebrating a 31-14 victory. We just talked about the defense and how they handled the Dallas Cowboys. Dennis Allen had a great game plan. Traymon Edmonds, he gets the MVP from Rick. And now, obviously, we talk about the MVP on the offense, Rick, and
Go
that
ahead,
is
Derek. I'll let you cook.
clearly this is my time. This is my time. This
I'm
is
going to lean back.
clearly
Let me get my beer. You go ahead, quarterback. Talk about what
all
happened.
right. When you talk about the most difficult game position to play, and you have a guy who gets 298 yards, 19 for 28, and 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown passes.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, like Dracula from Sesame Street. You're gonna have one heck of an MVP given to you right there. Caleb Williams deserves it. And again, we can be the people. Well, there was a couple throws where he didn't throw the ball really well, which is
Correct.
true. True, but at the same time, the guy knew he had a pocket. He had a good offensive line. He didn't get. I don't think he got sacked once in this entire game, and was
Absolutely.
able. I don't think he was, but was able to
Yeah.
completely just read everything the right way, throw the ball with conviction, 298 yards, 4 touchdown passes, MVP on the offense goes to none other than Caleb Williams. He spread the ball all the way around. DJ Moore got a touchdown. Cole Komet got a touchdown. Luther Burden the third got a touchdown. And the first one was to Roma Dunze on a wide open pass because Roma Dunze is a beast. Like and subscribe right now into this live. Rick, what are your thoughts on Caleb Williams today as he took care of the Dallas Cowboys defense?
Man, I mean, I think you covered it for the most part. I like the fact that he spread the ball around. I like the fact that he mostly stayed in the pocket. Most of his runs were design runs. He had very few runs where he just had to escape things because things broke down. And I like that. I like that he tried to stay with it. I like that also when the play really broke down, he got out of the pocket, he threw the ball away. He lived to run another down. The last couple of weeks, he kept trying to make a pass happen, but he threw the ball away. He had trust in Ben Johnson. He trusted what was happening, that will live to play another down. I thought that was really important too.
Absolutely. Guy had composure. He had poise in the pocket. And for the first time in the first 3 weeks that we have actually seen it, we follow them in preseason as well. It looked like he was taking the game at the speed of the game rather than going way too fast, rather than going way too slow. And like I said after week 1, that's something that you can coach. You can't coach a guy that doesn't, that's too slow with the game. You can coach a guy that's too fast and bring him back a little bit. And that's encouraging to see, even if it was just one game, it's encouraging to see him slow down a little bit, really just see somebody open and just get it to him. Just get it to him.
I also want to say that flea flicker was the worst looking flea flicker I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Swift looked like he was going to get hit. Then he throws the ball a mile and a half in the air, and then Caleb catches it and throws a dime, dude. Like that was the best part. Was everything about that flea flicker looked awful until he threw the ball to Burden, and it was like, how did you hit him precisely at 65 yards? Crazy.
It was absolutely nuts. Luther Burden had himself a day. Caleb Williams, yeah, the flea flicker. I told my wife, I was like, by the way, that play's called the flea flicker. And she was like, that was a weird play. Why did DeAndre Swift throw the ball like 12 yards into the air?
Yeah,
And
even by flea flicker, even by flea flicker usualities, that was weird.
standards, I think, was the word that you were looking
Yeah,
for.
I couldn't get it.
Usualities is
I
good.
couldn't get it.
Oh man, we got a comment in here saying, as a Washington fan, thank you for beating the Cowgirls. Good game for Williams. Thumbs up.
Oh,
Wow, somebody who actually, gives Williams a little bit of credit, which credit is absolutely due right there. He, I can't. I'm not going to gush too much about him, but at the same time, like we don't see this very often in Chicago Bears fans. We
he
don't
made
see a
four.
quarterback going, "Wait a minute, you know what you're doing?"
He made
Like
four touchdown game. I mean, that's I can't remember the last time that happened. Maybe
Mitch.
Cutler.
No, Mitch Trubisky had a 6 touchdown game
Why
back in
okay.
2018. I think against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where
Oh, the Bucs.
again,
Oh yeah.
very similar to this game. It was like, wait a minute, how in the world are we doing this? Well, we were doing this because the wide receivers were wide open because Ben Johnson, first NFL victory, called a really good game. And that's something that we've been saying for the past 3 weeks is that he calls a good game. Williams just has to see what's going on. And today he was able to do it.
Well, you
And
said how many offensive coordinators has he had in the last few years? 3, 4, like in
Depending on like the
Yeah,
semantics, three,
sure.
four offensive coordinators, and you can't really do anything and have like. And first of all, the first offensive coordinator and the first coaching staff had no idea what they're doing because Matt Eberflus, you looked at him on the bench and you saw him. It was so funny. They saw him up close. He's walking around. He's got like his little headset thing, some of that, and he's looking around. And subtext, I was like, okay, the caption of this is going, okay, cool. My beard looks really, really good, and I'm on the sideline for an NFL team. All right, what's going on? Is it second down? Buddy, it's the second quarter. Like you are
Let me ask
way
you another
behind.
question. How did Matt Eberflus's defense do today against the Bears, Eric?
Matt Eberflus defense did absolutely terrible against the Bears.
Correct. We
Correct.
both called that today.
Yeah. Well, because it was the whole thing of the intrigue of like, first of all, this is America's game, like at 425, and it was like, really?
I mean, honestly, I mean, the other game that might have been better to watch was that San Francisco Cardinals game that came down to the wire, and that's a division game that might have been more exciting. But how did they think the Bears? I mean, Cowboy. I mean, there was nothing about the Bears Cowboys game that should have intrigued the NFL to put it in the 325 slot this early in the season.
Really wasn't, but at the same time, we were wondering if it was going to be a Ben Johnson first victory or a Matt Eberflus revenge game. We clearly know the answer to that. And congratulations, Ben Johnson, on getting your first NFL victory. If you could speak to Ben Johnson right now, Rick, what would you say to him? And congratulations.
That was fun to watch. That's what I would say. There were plays that I have never seen the Bears run. There were, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? They were doing things that I used to yell and scream from my couch that I wish the Bears would do and they didn't do, and finally they're doing it. There's not really a word for that, uh, but that's what I thought happened. I was looking at it going, we're not just faking the ball to the running back and then throwing to that running back or running a bubble screen. We came off a big 30-yard play. What do? We ran a reverse. We kept them on their toes. We did things that they didn't expect. They did things I didn't expect. I've been watching the Bears for 40 years, and they were doing things that I was like, I've not seen that happen after that play. I've not seen that play happen at this point in the game. I'm not seeing that decision made here over and over and over again. And it was so much fun to watch.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. That was the thing where you watch elite teams and you see them play these plays where you're like, wow, I didn't expect that. But that totally threw out the defense. And every single time Bears fans are like, why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? And now we're starting to do that. We got 24 people into this YouTube live. Please hit the like button. It really helps out Rick and I. This is the Bears Brothers podcast. Really appreciate you guys being here. But again, Rick, wow, was that fun to watch?
Aggressive. That's what I was looking for. It was aggressive offensively. I've seen the Bears be aggressive defensively. I've It's been very rare to see the Bears be aggressive on offense.
Yeah, whether or not it's an elite team or not. We're getting a couple comments going like, well, what about playing a good team? Right now, we don't care if it's a good team or not. The Bears
We're
got their first
still a
victory of the
good team.
season. Go ahead and say that again, Rick. You're interrupted by me. Go ahead.
We're not a good team.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
not. And it, like we were expecting them to be around 500 this year, try to figure some things out after the 0-2 start. We're like, ooh, right? We weren't really sure exactly what's going to happen. But this game allow the fans, allow the team to celebrate the fact that they beat not a garbage team. The
No.
Cowboys are not garbage.
No.
Uh, they are not great. They're not
No.
elite, but they're not. They're still. They have a rookie head coach. CD Lamb went out. They've
You
got
have to admit that was a
cluster.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, they got cluster flus over there. They had some injuries on defense, so we get that. But at the same time, when you're playing against that team, then if you're at least a decent team, you should play really, really well, and that's exactly what the Bears did. What more do you want against a team that you're playing on the schedule?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the Bears came. I mean, the Bears were one of the worst teams in the NFL last year. And so I don't care who they play, they're going to be underdogs or even match or 50-50. So if they win a game, or if they win a game convincingly, that's good. That's fun. There's
That's
no
that's
downplaying that.
And that's what we wanted, right? We wanted to have fun on this podcast. We wanted to have fun in this in watching the Bears, and that's exactly what it was. It was fun. It was stress free. It was really good to see everybody getting involved. DJ Moore got really involved, got himself a touchdown. I really, really love that because that he's a guy that you have to keep happy, unfortunately. But everybody got a piece of the pie. It was really cool to see on offense.
Did you see the clip where him and Caleb were on the sideline and they were like hugging each other on the bench? I
At
was
the end
like,
of the
that,
game,
yeah.
At the end of the game, yes, absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely, I do.
I want to speak about having fun because I think one of the reasons I'm a Bears fan, one of the reasons that I enjoy watching these games, and I think that everyone enjoys watching these games, is because I know that tonight or this afternoon, you are watching that game. I know that my friends, Ziggy and Doobie and Scott, and they were watching that game. And I know our family was watching that game. And at
Mhm,
halftime, I called our grandmother, who's
mhm.
in a rehabilitation center because she had some health issues. And when I called her, the first thing she said was, "Bears look pretty good today, don't they?"
Yeah.
It's going to be the anniversary of our grandfather's birthday on Tuesday. He passed away this year in April. And my grandmother, who I consider her to be a Bears fan, but she was mostly just as happy that we all got together on Sundays or would come over to their house. But she was watching the game today. And I know that my aunt, who's been taking care of her and took care of our grandfather before he died, and her uncle, who just got diagnosed with diabetes, was in the hospital this week and got let out, that he was watching the Bears game too. And so
When
when
you
these
have
things happen, when these things happen, when we get to have fun, I know that all my friends and family are having fun. I know that my buddy Ed Jackson, who's got season tickets to the Bears and brings his young daughter there, and they have a lot of fun. That I know that's happening for them too. And so I think that makes these games even more special when they win because I get to celebrate with all my friends and family. If that makes
perf
sense.
perfectly well said, Rick. You and I live 1,000 miles away, and one
Yeah.
of the reasons why we started this podcast was because we used to call each other after every single game or before every single game, and this is where we talk the most during this Bears season. Because yeah, we are diehard fans, and it's something where when we can all get together and talk about one common thing with everything happening in the entire world, and it's something where we can actually have fun with our fandom. That's really, really special, and that's especially any fan base whatsoever. Whether you're a Chiefs fan, a Jets fan, a Cowboys fan, a Packers fan. Maybe not so much Packers fans. No, I'm kidding. But
Yeah.
either way, no matter what, we're having a good time and we're loving it, right? And we talk trash and we praise teams and we have a great time knowing that throughout our entire lives, that's what brought us together was Sunday football. And the last time I saw grandma and grandpa, besides grandpa's funeral, was we all got together at a bar. And it was the worst game possible to watch.
It was Steven's first start
Justin Fields right here, first star, he gets sacked 9 times. It was the worst game ever.
with the
But you
Browns, right?
but I remember looking at our grandmother, and Grandma Dell is just sitting there, like this, just looking and smiling because
He
everybody's
loved it.
together. And that's the
He
point.
loved it. Yeah.
That's the absolute point. So, but moving on from that, I think that this game was something where again, the one thing I really loved was that Ben Johnson looked like he expected it.
Yeah. He almost still looked mad at the end of the game that things weren't going perfectly well. Which
And I don't know what he's going to say in the press conference. He's probably going to say something like, "Hey, um, we got some work to do and everything else." And by the way, pause for 1 second because somebody just commented, "How about them Browns? How
that
about them Browns?"
that was amazing. I was walking my dog around the block because I told you in the pregame, I said I got to get her outside so she uses the bathroom before the game starts. And as we walked past a local bar here that lets dogs in, she scrambled to the door and said, "They're not open yet, baby. We got to keep going. They don't open till 3." And the one of the bartenders came out. She was like, "No, no, no, come on in, come on in. It's 10 minutes till we open. We want to give Maya a treat." Like, okay, like, we came in, we gave Maya some treats, they gave me a beer, and there was one other dude sitting at the bar, and we watched the end of that Browns Packers game together, the three of us and Maya, and it was amazing. I've never seen it. Sorry, I shouldn't say I've never seen anything like that. That was just an amazing ending. That was crazy.
I didn't watch it. You told me, like, did you see the end? And I'm outside with my son playing. I'm like, no, I didn't. You have to go back and watch it. And obviously, I didn't have it or whatnot. But it was. I was assuming that you were saying that the Packers lost. I was like, okay, cool, great. Because anytime the Packers lose, I'm okay with it, right? But yeah, I just pinned on another comments from Zach W. He says, "We are all the dog pound today. Arf, 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 wolf bark." That's right. We're all Browns fans today. We're all Bears fans today. If you have one in your hand, have a sip. Cheers, everybody. Rick, 1,000 miles away, man. Oh, no, no,
Well, I'm
no,
doing it, dude.
no, no, not good. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. He's breaking out the Malort. Oh, boy. Hey, Jepson's Malort. Once again, if you ever see these clips, we would love to sponsor you. And if anybody knows anybody that works for Jepson's Malort, Rick, go ahead and give the ad. Yep, yep, he's gargling. Yep, yep, he likes it. He likes it. I did a shot last week and I'm good.
Fucking delicious.
One more time.
Fucking delicious.
Oh, love it, man. That's
If
great.
you like eating shoe soles,
Like eating shoe soles.
if you
That's
like that,
really, really
it's
good.
delicious.
Love it.
I'm sorry.
Somebody commented on one of our TikToks. It was something like a mix between potpourri and toilet water, which I found to be pretty creative.
Yeah, and correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Can we talk about Luther Burden III?
Yes,
For
please.
let's talk about this rookie from Missouri, somebody who missed a little bit of training camp, blah 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 blah. But man, oh man, I gotta say, as you and I, we have pieces of paper that say that
Yeah,
we have degrees in
yeah,
theater and magic and lies.
correct.
But his touchdown, he just kind of runs over, not gonna like this, blah blah blah, and takes right off. Great acting job by him. Open for a 60-yard bomb. It was absolutely amazing. I love Luther Burden III. I think that that guy is going to be somebody who's talked about a lot on this podcast. And now paired with Roman Dunze, that's going to be a lot of fun to watch, Rick.
I mean, what did Brady call it? A lollygag? That is a great word for what he did. He said, "Oh, he did a lollygag," where he like, "Man, I'm just kind of running a route, and it's a running play, and then he just took off." Also, I didn't know how fast he was. I mean, there were a
Yeah.
couple plays where they showed off his speed. Where I was like, I didn't know he was that fast. He was that elusive. Um,
It's like in the movie The Longest Yard, the remake of it, where
yeah.
the scout's like, he makes fast guys look slow. Like he is quick. He is really, really fast. Three
Was that
receptions, 101 yards, one touchdown. Obviously, that 65-yard bomb. Really, really. Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no, like, was that Nelly in the movie that played that character? I can't remember. I
It
was
was
just
Nelly.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Nelly. I
Yeah.
like the way he does it right there. Uh, he said oldly. Uh,
Yeah.
no, he was fun to watch today, and it was fun to watch them let him loose. I mean, if you got a guy that runs that fast and can do crazy things, let him, and like you said, the theater degree stuff, that is my expertise. Um,
You have
so
the
I was
floor,
very
sir.
proud of Deke in that moment. Deke, is that correct? Is that the right word for the Gen Z crowd?
Listen, if it's not the right word now, it was 10 years ago. So
Oh,
celebrate that.
yeah. So he deked them, if my vernacular is correct. And that was, I mean, that was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole point of this. Is that was so much fun to watch. I
Yeah.
texted
I
you
mean,
like that was the worst flea flicker I've ever seen until the throw, which was amazing. And here's the thing: that's why someone, and like you said, you also have a theater degree, but you played football. One of the things that people forget about all of this is, as people who are theater people, as people who are that watch performances. One of the reasons I appreciate the NFL or any major league sport is because this is the best people that can do these things. It's almost art. The fact that they can hit somebody 65 yards down the field in stride is an art form. It's fun to watch the best of the best be the best. It's fun to listen to the Chicago Symphony play music because it's the best of the best. It's fun to go see a play at the Goodman because it's the best of the best. It's fun to watch the Blackhawks. It's fun to watch the Cubs. It's fun to watch the Bears and Bulls because they're the best of the best. There's only, I mean, we can argue all day about Caleb Williams. There's only 32 dudes who start at NFL quarterback. They are the best of the best. So try to enjoy when they do it well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to enjoy some of these comments that we're getting in the chat as well. Eddie says Dallas lost CD and Parsons. Absolutely right. All good, but still the Bears dominated. So suck it. I'm sorry about putting 52 on you guys last week, but still goes Lions, says Tristan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'll suck it there. Right?
Oh yeah,
Because
I'll totally
yeah,
suck that. I mean, we were made to suck that.
yeah, that was really really bad. Someone says Bears got lucky. Totally disagree. If they got lucky on like a bad ref call or a bad bad ball going somewhere, that's one thing. But the Bears dominated today, so that
I
comment
think
is
the
just
only thing they can say we got lucky on is that CD Lamb was injured, but that doesn't account for a 17-point win. You know.
right, exactly. And like you said, in a sport where everybody's absolutely amazing, and the spread was Dallas 1.5 before the game, and you beat somebody by 17, that's not luck. That's preparation. That's being dominant. That's setting the tone. That's setting the aggression. That's great game plan by Ben Johnson, a great game plan by Dennis Allen. The defense had nobody right now, and
Yeah.
yet Dak Prescott was completely thrown off by all the blitz packages that we were
Yeah.
showing. So no, I don't accept that the Bears got lucky. I would accept that the Bears got lucky if they actually did, but not this time whatsoever.
I'll see your CD Lamb and I'll show you a Johnson and a TJ Edwards and a 23. I'm blanking his name right now.
And a
Um,
Kyler Gordon number
yeah,
six,
Kyler Gordon. Thank
right?
you. Yeah.
So like relax a little bit on that. So Robert Parks says, congrats on the dub, guys. And that's coming from a Ravens fan. Robert Parks, I'm actually going down to the Bears Ravens game in
You
Baltimore
are.
on October 26th, I believe, for the 1 o'clock game. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've been to M&T Bank Stadium before when our buddy Brian Lynch was actually part of the first male cheerleading squad way back in the day.
Been a
Um,
musician for a long time.
yeah, absolutely. And so I'm definitely going down there. My wife this year is a Ravens fan, so we decided to go down. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. Love the city of Baltimore, and looking forward to the Ravens having a good year as well. Bro, I'm a boys fan, and I knew we were losing. Says primetime prods. I, we didn't.
No,
We didn't know you
I
were
thought we were
losing.
losing.
We actually both, I mean, Rick predicted a loss, one of those heartbreaking loss. I predicted a win in the last second. I did not predict this whatsoever.
No, no. Did not
I
predict a big win.
Yeah,
I
this
was
this
hoping you would be right.
yeah, I mean, we both hope that we always win, but at the same time, we're going to be fans. We're not going to be somebody that's just, it's drinking the Kool-Aid all the time. We're going to be realists as far as that's concerned. But listen, we took the beat down last week, and Ben Johnson said it in the middle of the week. He said, "We're not practicing like a championship caliber team." Now, by
Yeah.
no means do I think of as a fan that we're a championship caliber team right now. We
No,
never were going to be in the championship. Let's put
not
that
this
right
year.
there. But at the same time, this is what we have been looking for a long, long time. A coach that has not just courteous control of the team, but absolute control and motivation of the team. Somebody who says, listen, it's not going to get any easier, Bears players. You need to get on board. Otherwise, this train's going to leave without you. And I need to know that you are on this train for whatever the destination is. And I think that he's got him now, Rick. The culture might be starting to change a little bit. What do you think?
No, I agree. And not only does he have the you need to be on my train, but I have a working train. I know how trains work. I have the steam engine set up. I've got the tracks laid out. I've got all these things set up. I've done this before. So if you hop on my train, we're going places.
I'm the conductor. I'm the captain now. I know how things work, and we are actually going. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You're the captain. Gotcha, Rick. You're the captain.
Shut the hell up.
Yeah, my bad. Primetime also says, by the way, first of all, I like your username Primetime, being a Dallas fan. That's pretty sick.
Yep,
So I was surprised that you guys were 0-2, played good in the first half of those two games. I would agree with you for the first game
yeah,
against
me too.
Minnesota. The Detroit game,
We got outplayed. Outplayed. Yeah.
that when you lose 52-21, we kind of had a good half. We were kind of in it. We were down 21-14, and then there was a bad, like, weird call at the end. But that second half, wait, that's right. You texted me this, Rick. Hold on. Let's pause for 1 second. Now we're gonna set this up because we're gonna make a video on TikTok. You ready?
Ready.
Rick, we did it. We actually did something that the Bears have not done for the past 5 years. We made something called halftime adjustments.
Yeah, we did. Oh, that was amazing. I haven't seen that in forever. Dallas came on the beginning of the second half. The Bears were doing different blitz packages, different things they were doing to set them up. But then they also ran a 17 play, or what was it, 19 play uh, drive in the third quarter. Like, they did things that I've never seen them do in years and 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 years. They were doing things differently than they had done in the first half that confused the hell out of the team they were playing. That's called adjustments. Most teams do that. We never do. So that was fun to watch.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that it was fun to watch because why? Because we would always see the other team do it.
Yep.
We would see the other team go like, "Oh, we're just gonna do this for 8 minutes," and completely depress the other team. So, good news, we knew what the other team was feeling because we're like, "Well, this is obvious. This is gonna happen. They're just gonna kind of lay down right now because we dominated in that third quarter." Sorry, I say we, but the Chicago Bears dominated in that third quarter, and it was really fun to watch. It was
Well, I'm
absolutely
so
great. Let's
cold.
go, Bears, Larry. Absolutely right. Jalen, say my name, please. You got it, buddy. Hopefully, I pronounced it correctly. But Jalen, what's up? Welcome to the pod. If you're in here right now, Bears Brother Podcast, please subscribe and like to the YouTube channel. Also, like and follow along with our TikTok and our Instagram as well. And if you feel like donating, it's on the bio with us. It's the Bears Brothers 87 on both Venmo and Cash App. This really helps us basically buy some beer so we can watch the Bears and have a good time, just like we're doing right now. What's up?
We are on the internets. That's
What's
all I
funny
have to offer for that.
What's funny is that the first time we did this, we had one person on. We were like, "Oh, it worked!" It was like AOL dial-up internet, where you started chatting with a friend, and you were like, "Whoa!" Okay, yeah, that's a sound that we don't need from 1996, but thanks, appreciate it.
That was my first to the dial-up internet. I remember that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Get off the
And
phone, mom. I'm trying to check my email.
I'm trying to check my email, Mom. We got a lot of Browns fans in here because they just beat the Packers, so they're fun too. Hey,
Because your team's been shitty for a long time too, and I root for you guys because you're not in our conference. I would root for the Browns. Are one of the four teams that have never made the Super Bowl.
man,
Isn't that crazy? It's the Browns, the Lions, the Texans. Obviously, they're newer, and Jacksonville. Obviously, they're newer. So I root for the Browns all the time. I still remember Bernie Kosar. I still remember the fumble and the drive. Yeah, Browns fans want to be Bears fans. I'm in. We're in different conferences and we're similar. I'm totally in to be a Browns fan on the AFC side.
well, we actually have a Browns fan in the family. Our cousin Anne Marie's
Oh
husband
yeah,
Mario is a Browns fan,
he
so
is.
he's having a good time tonight for sure. But yeah, I'm still surprised that the Lions have never made it to the Super Bowl, and I know that they're just
Birds
good
fan.
now. But I keep forgetting about the 0-16 teams and everything. And yeah, that's long gone. That's long in the past. And they're a great team now. And I love their coach.
Yeah.
And obviously, I love their coordinators now. Hey, but Rick, somebody actually asked us because apparently people respect our opinion. Um, so, what do you guys got for tomorrow night's game? Said Robert Parks. It's the Detroit Lions against the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Rick, who do you got?
Man, that's a good game. I haven't really that might be the best. As you said, it's tomorrow. That might be the best Monday night game of the season so far, and it's
Yep,
in Baltimore.
it's in Baltimore
My initial reaction is I'm going to give a slight edge to Baltimore
because they're at home.
because they're at home and because Lamar Jackson is so difficult to defend. He's unlike most, and he also does really well in the in the regular season.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, and I
yeah,
and I mean, I really think that game could go either way, but I think it's a plus or minus. It might. I have no idea what the Vegas odds line are, but my guess would be plus or minus three, which you give the home team a 3-point advantage to. That's kind of
right.
where I would put it. I would put it at a 34-31 Baltimore win.
So here is the someone just said we look like the non-alpha version of the Kelsey brothers. First of all, the fact that we're even compared to the Kelsey brothers, we'll fucking take that. What's up?
I would take that all day, Queen. I'm the
All
non-alpha
day,
version of the
slay
Kelsey
all day.
brothers.
Yes, yes, yes.
All
Um,
day, slay.
yes. By the way, your beard, whatever you're putting in it, looks amazing.
I've been putting in, actually, you're gonna laugh at this. I've been putting in a beard oil that's called Face Catcher because it's based on the face catchers from the Alien movie series, the face pod guys. Yeah, that's what it's called. So I put that on my beard.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, and
My
also
my
you.
initial thought, whoever asked this question, I believe it was Robert Parks. So I have two things. I think that both teams are really good. This could be actually a Super Bowl matchup, and that's me kind of going from like a fandom, but also watching the NFL and watching football. I think this is going to be a heck of a game to watch tomorrow night.
Yeah,
So if you're available tomorrow night, definitely going to go see that game because of the fact that it's going to be two really good teams. And if you want to know if you're a fan of somebody who's not good and you want to watch something that actually is good, this is what you want to see. But I also have a little bit of budgetary for me, like literally in my personal life. I wanted the Lions to win because if the Ravens win, and my wife is a Ravens fan, whenever the Ravens win, she gets to buy a book at Barnes and Noble. So that's kind of defeats my budget. But at the same time, I'm hoping the Ravens win because it is my wife's favorite team this year, and also because they're playing against the Lions, and that's a divisional rival. I do think that the Lions pull it out. To be honest, this is just my random feelings, no facts whatsoever. But the
great.
Lions are they're going to be an elite team for a while. I think that they're very very good.
Well, I mean, for a while. I mean, how old is Jared Goff?
How old is he? He's in his early 30s.
Is he that young? I thought it was older than that. Am I
No,
mistaken?
I think he's probably like 32, 33. I could probably just do the internet Google thing, right, and see exactly what it is. So, Josh Mansky, 40-year-old Bears fan here. How's it going, guys? How we doing, Rick?
I'm a 47-year-old Bears fan. I'm doing great today.
Darn right, man. We're doing absolutely awesome. 31-14. We're having a very, really, really, really good time. Really quick. He was born in 1994. So that makes him 30. He's 30 years old right now. He's going to be 31 on October
Oh,
14th.
maybe you're right. Maybe they will be good for a while, or maybe he will be good for a while.
Especially when he's a good quarterback and there's no rules to keeping quarterbacks and like hitting them. So
Yeah,
he could be around for another 10 years.
I thought it was 37, 38, but I was wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you're right. They
And
they
I
will
don't
be good for a while with him.
And I think that a lot of people on rookie deals still. Hutchinson's still on rookie deal. They've got a good salary cap. I don't see them overpaying anybody or anything like that. So
Are
I
you
think the
serious,
Detroit
bro?
Lions are going to be good for a while. But we're not here to talk about the Detroit Lions, Rick. We're going to wrap this up here in a couple minutes. Listen, I'm going to segue in this. We were high on the Bears before the Bears season started. You said about 8-9, 9-8.
Is that
I
really
pre-
high on the Bears? That's just like mediocre. Like that's just 500. Well,
That's
high on the Bears
high
for the
on the
Bears
Bears
expectations.
right
Yeah.
now. Absolutely. We're drinking the Kool-Aid, especially with a rookie head coach and a bunch of pieces that you don't really know how it's going to work out. I've always predicted that the Bears were going to be something where they were going to be 9-8 at least because I don't think Ben Johnson's going to have a losing season. We're now 1-2. Last thoughts, man. Do you think that they're going to still creep up to 8-9, 9-8, or do you feel like that's going to be a little bit different? Because we did get a comment down below.
I think the problem is the division's so good. The Packers, the Lions, the Vikings. I mean, they're really good. Looking at our schedule, I don't think we're gonna be 9-8, 7-10, 8-9 at the best.
Yeah, I would still say 9-8 simply because of the fact that the NFL is very, very fluid when it comes to things like injuries and a lot of
That's a
people
good
going
point.
out. The Bengals, who we thought were going to be an amazing team, lost Joe Burrow and got lambasted like 42-10 by the Minnesota Vikings.
By the way, I had no idea that Wentz was even still in the league, let alone on the Vikings. Like, I really should have been paying more attention to that. Like, I didn't
And
know that guy was even in the league anymore.
and that's how we're going to end the podcast. Carson Wentz is still an NFL player, so Mitch Trubisky, you've got a long career ahead of you.
Honestly, Joe Flacco is still in the league. He's my age. That old guy is out there beating the Packers today. Is he taking a bath in Ben Gay after that game? Because
Listen, I hear Vinny Testaverde is still available at this point in time. It's absolutely nuts. But the Bears win 31-14 against the Dallas Cowboys in convincing fashion. They win at home. So, Rick, I feel like the only way to end this is maybe to sing.
I agree.
One,
You ready?
two, three.
Bear down, Chicago Bears, make every play clear the way to victory. Bear down, Chicago Bears, put up a fight with a might so fearlessly. We'll never forget the way you thrilled the nation with your T formation. Bear down, Chicago Bears, and let them know why you're wearing the crown. You're the pride and joy of North Chicago Bears. Bear down, bear bear down.
That's awesome. Bears victory. Bears win. We'll see you next week. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. This is Rick. I'm Eric. Bears Brothers Podcast. Rick, have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the victory. And oh my goodness, let's keep having fun.
Yes, yes, sir.